everyone, welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to have a look at what I want to happen, or so tomorrow basically we've got Chelsea. I'm pretty confident we'll at least pick up that point tomorrow night. Obviously Ten Hag, he's done his pre-match conference where he's answered questions that the press have put to him. So I just want to go through a few stats and stuff that is going to give you a lot of confidence about tomorrow night. I mean, I know that our form's been a bit wishy-washy of late, but yeah, so let's get straight into it. So we've got an exceptional home record this season. We've lost just one of our last 26 Premier League home games. So that's won 18, drawn 7. And we're unbeaten in our last 16 at Old Trafford. So I expect us to get the job done, like I said, tomorrow night. Especially given that Chelsea have had a miserable season. And really, I think they just want the season to end. And I think Frank Lampard just wants to put his coat on, close the door, and sod off home. I think that's exactly what he wants to do. And obviously, thanks to Casemiro's spectacular scissor kick against Bournemouth on Saturday, he's put us just 1 point, just a single point away from that Champions League holy grail. So, yeah, Champions League football next season. I'm looking forward to it. I've got to admit, I've hated playing Thursday nights. That's usually a night I'd go out with friends and play darts and whatever, drink a bit of booze, have something to eat on a Thursday night. And a lot of it this season, I've not been able to do that. I've had to watch the Man United on my own. Because they're Newcastle United, Leeds United and Liverpool fans. They're not going to watch the game with me. I wouldn't watch the game with them either. So if we do finish, yeah, there's some point for you. If we do finish in the top 4, which I'm 100% sure we will, Ten Hag will become just the 3rd Dutch manager to have ever done that in the Premier League, with the other 2 being Gus Hiddink in 2008-2009 season and ex-United manager Louis van Gaal 2014-2015 season. So that's an interesting stat. So if we can, so I'm obviously reading these from a computer, so I prepared this all for myself. So if we can pick up at least 2 points in our last 2 games, imagine that if we pick up a draw, 2 draws, or 2 draws, 2 points, we'll register our highest points tally since the 2017-28 season. So that was 77 points, which at the time Jose Mourinho was the manager, and it was his 2nd season in charge. By the way, whilst I'm talking about Jose Mourinho, if you want to watch a comparison, so I compared Jose Mourinho's very first season vis Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's full first season, there's a video available in the channel right now for you to watch about that, compare all the stats, everything you need to know, and come out with try to come out with who I thought was better of the 2 managers. Let me know whether you agree with that. We'll have a look at the video. So moving on, Manchester United, so we're favourites tomorrow night. The Opta supercomputer gives us a 40.5% chance of winning tomorrow night. Now, also according to Opta, it's a 69.5% chance of us securing at least 1 point in that game. So, and also Chelsea, on a negative, I don't suppose any Chelsea fans watching this, but Chelsea have already secured their very worst ever Premier League points total. And if they get if they lose this game, tomorrow night's game, it will be their 16th loss this season, which, that's a Premier League all-time high for them, which is, they're a rival, so I don't feel disappointed for them. I don't care, if I'm honest. So the last time we played Chelsea, it was on the 22nd of October last year, and it was a 1-1 draw. Now, in fact, each of our last 5 Premier League games against Chelsea have been draws. Whoever I've spoke to this week, I kind of knew that already before I did the research for this. I was speaking to someone this morning at the gym, sitting in a jacuzzi, talking about the game. I said, yeah, it could be a draw, but wouldn't be so disappointed about that, because ultimately that's all United need to secure. I mean, obviously, I want to finish third. We can't have everything, can we? So now I want to just touch upon a couple of things that Eric Ten Hag said in his pre-match conference and give my kind of opinion slight on it. So one of the questions he was asked was, there are lots of strong reports from France about Manchester United, and in particular your interest in Neymar. Can you comment on that? What do you think of him as a player? Well, Ten Hag's response was quite succinct and short. He says, when we have news, we will tell you. I mean, what does that say? Does that say, when we have news about Neymar, is that what he's saying? When we have news about Neymar, I'll tell you. Does that mean United are trying to talk to PSG about Neymar, about potentially signing him? Well, yesterday, I ran a poll on the community section of the channel, and I'll just go and have a look at the results while I'm here now. Yesterday it was almost, well, let's put it this way, almost nobody wants Neymar. So looking at it right now, there have been 58 votes, so not as many as I'd liked, but the question posed was, do you want Neymar at Manchester United? 28%, so just over a quarter of those who voted said yes, and 72%, so just under 3/4, said no. So 72% say no, they don't want him at the club. And in fact, when the news broke, when was this, Wednesday evening, that United might be talking to Neymar, I was already on Twitter, and that basically flooded Twitter, and there was a lot of negativity towards the potential that United might be interested in Neymar. And I have to admit, I'm one of those players, those fans. I'm not 100% sure that he'd be a good fit for United. He's a bit of a prima donna, you know. What I've seen about him is he gets tackled, he rolls around. He's one of those. We don't want one of them. And the fact that he's playing in what people call a farmers league, basically go out there to dry, and get hung out there to dry. You go to retire as such. Can he do it? I mean, his goal scoring record's not so bad. If I remember right, he played 29, scored 18, provided something like 10 assists. So that's not bad, but it is in League One. So can he do it in the Prem? I would say no. He wouldn't be used to the kind of tenacity that you get in the Prem. And the fact that he received, I think it's 10 or, I can't be 100% sure of that. He was over 10 or 11 yellow cards this season. He can't be coming to the Premier League and doing that. No way. No way. I mean, I think the refs are a little stricter over here, and some of those yellows will be reds. So I just don't want to take that chance with him. So moving on, if I can find what I was looking at. Right, so the next question I want to talk about is this one. It was about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford's been out recently with injury and then illness. Is he now fully fit and ready to go? Ten Hag's response was, it looks like it. Yesterday he returned in training and he looked quite fit. But we have to see today what the outcome is from training. How did he recover? Then we'll make our choices. So my opinion on that is he won't start the game. If he's not sure how fit he is, then he's obviously not fit enough to start. He's not fit enough. So it's unlikely that he'll be risked for a whole game. He may come out. So he may start, but he may not play the whole game. But it's most likely, in my opinion, that he'll start on the bench, and that will lead to him coming on at some point during the second half, more likely. Or if we're losing the game, if Chelsea are playing well for whatever reason, then yeah, okay, Ten Hag will use him. On to the next question. In terms of your squad, and you won't tell us what you are doing next season, but people are made a connection between Anthony Martial and the fact that the striker position is not sorted at Manchester United. It doesn't seem to have worked this season, and also his reaction to going off against Bournemouth, also the lack of goals, his lack of fitness, and the feeling that there's a feeling that he may be someone that you may look to get rid of in the summer. Is that a fair assessment? The response was no. If you're not available, you cannot score. And when he was available, we play better. And this team is winning games. He is also scoring goal. Well, he scored our goal, but he has to be available. Now, that's a bit mixed for me. I'm not sure what he's trying to say. Is he trying to say that he rates Anthony Martial and he wants to keep him at the club? Is he saying that Martial just needs more playing time and he'll become suddenly this reliable goal scorer that we've needed for quite some time at United? Personally, I'm at odds with Ten Hag there. I think Martial's had his day at the club and he needs to leave. And I think that's it. There's not much more we can say on Martial. His fitness is an issue, always been an issue. He doesn't look up to it. He's not a Manchester United player and he needs to leave. I mean, the premise of this video is we're going to get that point tomorrow night. In fact, I'll go and say we'll win 2-1. So thanks for watching. Please smash a like on the video. Also, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.